Hello and welcome to Inside Tennessee Football's practice facility. I'm Sylvia. This is Noah Taylor. We are with VolReport.com on the Rivals Network. And ahead of Tennessee's home opener with Austin Peay, we got to talk to offensive and defensive coordinator Joey Halzle and Tim Banks, along with a collection of players on the offensive and defensive line. So let's waste no more time and jump right into what we thought. On the offensive end, we heard from Joey Halzle, talked about Joe Milton's vision. Talked about how he was really pleased with how he kind of progressed through his reads. What stands out is that first touchdown pass to Dylan Sampson, where first read not open, second read not open, both guys streaking across the middle. Goes to his third read to Dylan Sampson, hits him, and it's an easy touchdown. That takes a lot of maturity to not try to force it over the middle and to just go through your progressions. And that's a big reason the running backs were so involved in the pass game, is because Milton looked at the soft defense Virginia was playing and decided that his best choice was to go through those reads and find the open guy, which a lot of the time was the running back. So a lot of compliments from Joey Halzle talking about Joe Milton. Of course, opens up your run game as well when you're able to read the defense. On the defensive end, we had Tim Banks talk about some of the young guys. Of course, big opportunities for freshmen Arian Carter, sophomore Elijah Herring, freshman David Hobbs. Guys like that are now going to play for their first time in a crazy atmosphere in Neyland Stadium, sold out crowd against Austin Peay. Should see a lot from those guys as they look to make a big impact early in their career, and for some of them make their first impact in front of Neyland Stadium's crowd and really playing in front of a crazy atmosphere. But we talked to a couple transfers as well that will be playing in front of a big crowd like that for the first time, and guys like John Campbell Jr. out of Miami and norman-lott from Arizona State. Two guys that have plenty of football experience at a Power 5 level, but haven't necessarily played in front of a ruckus home crowd. So what were your takeaways from what those two guys had to say?
Yeah, I mean, like you mentioned with John Campbell, a guy that's played at the Power 5 level in the ACC, a Florida guy that stayed close to home and went to Miami the last few years, but talked about the opportunity to transfer to Tennessee was because of the stage, because of playing in the SEC, because of what he's going to get to play in front of on Saturday at Neyland Stadium. You're playing Austin Peay and you're expected to have a sold-out crowd, yeah. So he can't get a bigger stage than that, and he took advantage of it on Saturday against Virginia, obviously with the block, which was kind of the talk of the game, blocking that guy into the tunnel. He said his phone was blowing up afterwards. He had to turn off his notifications. He's getting texts and calls from family and friends. He's seeing himself on SportsCenter. So if this is what he wanted to get exposure, he's found it. I'm sure he's happy with that. But again, to go back to what he did and really what that offensive line did as well, he talked a little bit about that, what they did on Saturday, specifically what they did to help open up the run game. Again, they were without Cooper Mays. That didn't seem to be a problem for them. And he talked about, blocking a guy and then just seeing a running back come right past him. And it said, John Campbell, if you've watched us, he's a really good quote, and we love to hear from him. This is only the second time we've heard from him, but his quote today was, Tennessee's got some dogs back there. They've got some sharks, and he was happy to see those guys eat on Saturday. So if he can do that, he's definitely going to get the exposure he wants.
Yeah, absolutely. We will be back here on Thursday, though, as Josh Heupel takes to the podium to kind of wrap up their preparation for Austin Peay. We'll hear what his expectations for his own team are, what he expects out of Austin Peay, and maybe a little bit of an injury update. He likes to keep that information kind of close to his chest, but we should get somewhat of an update on Cooper Mays and Elijah Simmons, two guys that weren't able to go last Saturday. So make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel to not miss any of that, and head over to VolReport.com where all of our written content is as we prepare you for Week 2, first game at home of the 2023 season, and hop over in the forums as we've had some great discussion, not just about Tennessee football, but just college football as a whole as we get this year started. A lot of discussion about Clemson and what happened with them last night, and then everyone else throughout the college football landscape. Had a lot of fun. Make sure you grab yourself a subscription over there to join in on that. Thank you guys for watching. Links to everything you need in the description.